Alright, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of the Natsuki route that we wanted to choose. This is a Doki Doki Literature mod. This is not a part of the official game. However, I really wanted a Natsuki route, and I tried achieving it. There is not one. And I figured out that the thing with Sayori is pretty much unavoidable. Really sad about. I really want to have a good ending. I may play a lot of DDLC mods. I actually kind of like visual novels. These are actually really fun. So this takes place from Natsuki's view. Today is a regular day. I spend time with Sayori, discuss things with Monika, and even share chocolates with Yuri. But nothing memorable happens. Ryoshi talks to me a few times, but I'm scared he'll see I'm acting weird, so I'll just treat him coldly until he leaves me alone. So this takes place during our story. I go to the corner and bury myself in a manga, letting my mind drift as the story replaces all the negative thoughts with bright colors and cute art. Now, this takes place on day 2. So, this episode's going to come out instinctively after the first 2 poems, where, Yuri and Natsuki have their fight. And instinctively, I chose Natsuki. If you keep the baking, I'll be able to make amazing things too. Maybe if I get really good, I can sell my creations and start a business. Just imagine that. A stall filled with cakes, biscuits, Ryoshi by my side as we greet customers. Ah, but if I keep being mean, he won't know I like him. Maybe that's for the best. So this is a very, very, very dark mod. I may need to do some censoring because I've read the tags. This is actually something. It goes into Natsuki's personal life. However, it's very dark. And I really wanted a Natsuki route, and this was one of the top recommended mods. I paid a little attention to the others just in case they called for me. They didn't. But I learned that Yuri has a thing for Ryoshi. She spent most of today bent over his desk while they read together. He tried to come over to me, but I heard the mention of that brat and such a child from Yuri, which seemed to warn him away. I guess I am a child, jealous of someone I've never even smiled at. He's probably better with Yuri. She doesn't have complications like I do. She isn't a brat like me. So the story that takes this line follows is the one where I go for Natsuki at first, but Yuri also likes me. So I had a both poem. It was a mixture. Arriving at home, I pause and take a few deep breaths to calm my pounding heart. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger, right? Nobody's home. Phew. To anyone else, it would be a lonely feeling, but I welcome it. The night sky would usually spill into the cozy-looking room, but the blinds are drawn today. I flick the lights on, deciding against opening them myself. The soft glow brings a welcome sense of relaxation, chasing away the darkness. My stomach growls softly, hunger growing inside. I should eat while I can. Is this a real kitchen? Yo, they made it from game to, like, real. That's a real-ass microwave, too. Taking a deep breath, I exhale slowly, finally relaxing. The kitchen is the place or house where I feel most at home. Noting the bowls and ingredients are littering the counter, I decide to clean them up. As soon as I've made a sandwich. No point in cleaning up and making more mess. I open the fridge, look inside, quickly locating my ingredients. The sound of a car pulling the driveway sets my heart racing again, but I ignore it. It's probably just a neighbor. Lots of people live on this street. Humming softly to myself, I locate a plate and build a sandwich on it, and then head back to the living room. Natsuki! I jump, startled, and my plate falls from my fingers, shattering on the ground. The closest thing to hand was a whisk. I doubt that it'll be any kind of defense. I should have known better than to let my guard down. Now look what you've done. Not only is my food not good enough for you, but you're smashing my dishes too. There's no way you can eat that now. Clean it up. Sorry. So, this guy is the villain in the story, by the way, if you haven't caught on. This guy is the main villain. Crouched to the ground, I lean on one knee and begin cleaning up the broken fragments. So he slapped her. Pain sears through my head as I fall to the ground, grazing my knees on the silvers of the china. The jarring blow to my father's hand resonates through my skull. Hurry up, I haven't got all day. He's abusive. Aha, that's what I said to Ryoshi when I caught him spacing out. It doesn't seem so playful in this scenario, though. Collecting all the pieces in my cupped hands, I shakily stand and tip them into the bin. I also grab the fallen sandwich, reluctantly tossing away with the broken dish. You need to clear the counter, too. Why did you leave the kitchen in such a state? Disgusting. This isn't the question I'll get in trouble for answering, or does he actually want to know? Did you not hear me? Why did you leave the kitchen in oh, shit. Why did you leave the kitchen in such a state? Cowering as he shouts at me, I toy with the red ribbon at my throat. I was making cupcakes for class. Oh, you were now. An pathetic attempt to buy your friend's affections. You know they're all liars. So basically, he's a pathetic piece of shit, is what I'm getting out of this. Okay, I gotta make sure that my camera stays. So, if you see the recording bug out a little bit sometimes, the weird thing, for some reason, Streamlabs, the new update, the outline of my camera border was causing the camera video capture device itself to have a delay, which is why in my other episodes you see a delay, but not in this one so much. They don't like you. They think you're annoying and bratty. I try my best to help. I make you dress in cute clothes, wear your hair in cute ribbons, but still, you cannot be what I want. I whimper quietly, putting the cooking utensils back in the cupboards. The anger is terrifying, but it's better than his other mood. Yuri really struck a nerve when we first met Leoshi. She told me to go look for coins under the vending machine. Yo! It does continue off my story. Well, one of the stories that I found. It continues after the main game. Well, it's the main route. It's not the sub-route where they're all fucked up. It's a trick my father plays with the couch. The reason I kneel and not bend over. A shudder runs through my body as I try not to think about it, turning my attention back to the counter. I dare not look at him. Nice and tidy now. Good. The familiar look of lust creeps into his eyes, accompanied by that sickening smile. Why don't we play hide and seek, Yeah, hide and seek. I'll get a knife. I close my eyes and you can hide. I can hear the amusement in his voice as a fake, jovial tone fades. Better pray I don't find you. The second he closes his eyes, I bolt from the room, sprint up the stairs, my heart thudding, painfully. I'm grateful for my size for once. It means I can fit under my bed. It's not comfortable, but it's safe. Dropping, I wiggle under my bed frame and I curl up tightly. Father calls in a sing-song voice as I try to silence my breathing. Ready or not, here I come. I can hear his footsteps on the stairs. The bedroom door slams against the wall as he throws it open with such force that the wood splinters. Natsuki. I really hope this mod has a good ending. I've heard that it's one of the best rated ones, but I just hope it has a good ending. Where are you? Despite the deceptive sweetness in his voice, I can tell he's not happy. The playful act never lasts for long. Get out here, you little bitch. Oh shit, yeah, he's actually. I stay silent as I can, not moving a muscle or making a sound. Finally, he turns to leave. And my stomach growls loudly. Oh no. Oh, gotcha. So what's going on over here? Oh. I'll be right over. How are you holding up, Jared? Hang on, let's get you out of here. There we go. You don't want to see how that ends, trust me. I'm sorry I couldn't get here sooner. I was with Leoshi and Sayori. They're having a lovely time. It's a shame you're not seeing things from Leoshi's point of view right now. But at least I'm here now. It's quite a mess, isn't it? But Sayori seems to be getting on a lot better. I think Leoshi is being around is really helping. And Natsuki. Well, she's a good liar, everything's fine, alright? No, I don't suppose it is. You want to help her, don't you? That is why we have this mod. Of course you do, but only Leoshi can help her. And Leoshi doesn't know she needs help. Well, maybe she'll tell him tomorrow. Let's find out, shall we? Oh. Natsuki's point of view. Oh. So we're swapping. Monika's also the narrator in this one. As the dawn seeing my eyes pouring through the window, I reluctantly pry them open. Every bone in my body aches, my head is pounding, and it hurts to breathe. Still, I slide out of bed, casting a longing glance at the scenic beyond the glass. I broke the window once and tried to go there, but even behind the pane was a force field or something. A barrier that stopped me from reaching the world beyond. Although it was just a picture rather than a reachable destination. I laughed bitterly, sparring to think about it more. On closer inspection, it's too far clean and precise to belong in this world. Aw, man, she said too. Perhaps my life is a game and the sadistic creator... Or, wow. Yeah, that was a fourth wall break. Or I'm sleep deprived and not thinking clearly. I grab my uniform from the floor, wiggle into it, groaning quietly as it sleeps up my arms. In such an uncomfortable feeling, but I ignore as I pad to the bathroom. Before turning on, I fill the sink and splash my face with water before glimpsing myself in the mirror. I take a deep breath and turn to face my reflection. Aww. Haha, I look awful. It's seeing myself that makes me feel terrible about the cutting joke that I made to Yuri. It's just something that happens in one of her books. I doubt she does it. I bet her arms don't look like this. They actually do. I played through. I've tried to play on many endings as possible. I went for the special ending as too, but I don't think you guys actually want to see that. It's really dark. Sniffling softly, I roll my sleeves down, watching the bruises disappear. I need to stop delaying or I'll be late for school. No time for breakfast, and there's probably no food anyways. I bypass the kitchen and head downstairs and straight outside. You know, the reasoning for this mod is something that Monika actually mentions in-game about her parents being strict. So, another mod that we plan on playing later is Monika's story continued after the game is beaten. The sun streams gently onto my skin. Despite everything, I still smile. In the morning, things don't seem so bad. Sorry, I have trouble reading sometimes. I could spend a long day at school relaxing with my friends and Leoshi. It's not that I have an issue reading or anything, it's that reading with a computer screen, my eyes tend to focus, and I'll lose focus when looking at the computer screen for too long. I even have it on eye saver mode. I don't need glasses, it's just that I sometimes just have struggle with it. However, paper though, oh my god, dude, I fucking love paper. That's why I have trouble reading, it's my attention. I can't keep focused on it for too long. I don't know, it's just something about it. In paper books, I can, but with this, it's hard sometimes. I spend a relaxing with my friends and Leoshi. As I take a deep breath and relax, I see Monika sprinting up the street, waving energetically at me. Natsuki! It doesn't take long for her to reach me, so I quickly apply my mask. Did you really come all this way just to see me? Jeez, I'd have been at school in the time it took for you to get here. I wanted to walk with school you, so I thought we could talk. Does she know? No, there's no way she could. After all, she does love us, and she is the narrator with us. She's just a self-aware AI. What's up? Are you okay? You know you can talk to me about anything. If you have any problems, tell me, okay? I just don't go bothering Leoshi with them. You don't want him to know how pathetic you are, do you? Whoa! That was a little hostile, wasn't it? Oh, I just realized how harsh that sounded. I just meant that you should come to me because as club president, I'm supposed to look after my members. Let's walk to school together so you can tell me about your night. Of course, why did I doubt her? It's just Monika being Monika. She doesn't mean anything by it. The thought of idea of talking about recent events is an unwelcome one. I can always lie. I fall in to step beside Monika as we head to school. Leoshi's point of view. Sari's hopping about the classroom like a rabbit, happily stuffing her face with a chocolate muffin. I'm glad she appreciates my gift, but I'm worried she'll choke. Sit down, silly. You're getting crumbs everywhere. She pouts playfully and bounds over to her seat, sinking into it. Watching her lick the chocolate from her lips makes me smile. She looks like it's just a happy kid. Yuri's also here, but I see no sign of Natsuki or Monika. So this happens before the festival, I think. Or that the festival never happens. I don't think they live far apart. or the festival happens, but the Monika never edits the game, so everything just continues. Because you got to keep in mind that the reason Sayori was depressed was because, well, she was already depressed, but Monika just edited her fucking QR code, or not her QR code, her scripting. If you look into the lore of this game, you can figure that out, and there's even an Easter egg that explains it. However, I just looked up the ending of that because I don't want to play through this game. It's like 3 hours to go back through to find that clip. Maybe they got caught in conversation with each other. I don't know. They live far apart. Wouldn't surprise me if their paths cross. We're here. Come on, Leoshi. You're with me today. If you want to be, that is. She's so cute. I bet she doesn't realize she's blushing. There's no harm in relaxing today. Let your mind wander. What? Hey, Space Cadet. They're talking about you. Focus. I didn't bring it on purpose. I just have 2 copies. There's nothing with wanting to spend time with Leoshi. It's not like that. But I figure it had something to do with the thing we read yesterday. You brought me a copy of your book. The Markov Plakovi, that thing. Pavlovi. We could read together. So you could preview all the things I wanted to do to you. Oh, shit. Slice you open, bathe in your blood, tear you apart, and match myself with the pieces. I'm getting heated just thinking about it. Aren't you? I feel so awkward now. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. And more reading, right. Well, if they all care about me so much, they respect what I want, right? I'm sure your book is brilliant, and I'd love to read with you at some point. But I promised Natsuki I'd read manga with her. And I don't break my promises. We can do something together later, alright? Yuri nods gently and returns the receipt. And Natsuki isn't listening to the conversation, so she must have sneaked over to the corner while nobody was watching. Walking to the manga cupboard, I crouch softly and call her name. Natsuki. You should spend the day with Monika. I don't want you here. I don't want you to find out my secrets. I don't want you to see my bruises. Go away, Leoshi. Huh? What? She looks surprised to see me, the manga softly falling for her lap, but she soon recovers. So Monika is still in the game, but she doesn't know what to do. Oh, Leoshi. I thought you'd forgotten about me. Not that it would matter if you did. It's not like I like spending time with you or anything. Stop making it weird. I didn't say anything. Well, come on then. Wiggling up to my side, I feel Natsuki lay her head on my shoulder as I open the manga. She's breathing deeply, her cheeks slightly flustered, softly giggling on occasion. Hey, Leoshi. Natsuki lifts her head, staring at me with gentle eyes. You're the first person that's actually cared about manga. If you like, maybe we could. Okay, everyone. Come to the tables, please. I want to make an announcement. Damn it, Monika. I put the manga away to my feet, heading for my seat. So Monika is still technically the villain. She's not the villain, but she's not the heroine either. So notice Natsuki hasn't moved. She's just starting to stand up. As she does, her knees buckle and she starts to fall. Natsuki looks like she's going to faint. I race over and grab her arm to steady her, supporting her weight. Her sleeve bunches up, but she stops swaying, and I hold her up against my chest, breathing a sigh of relief. Leoshi. Natsuki suddenly pushes me away, desperately tugging at her sleeve. Her arm is peppered with bruises. Natsuki, are you okay? She finally manages to get her sleeve down, but I can't stop thinking about the bruises beneath it. I'm fine. I fell over on my way home. Stop fussing. Monika attempts to comfort her, looking concerned. You don't need to lie to us. If this is about your... so Monika does now. So she isn't the villainess, but she's not the heroine. She's just there, self-aware. Natsuki suddenly whimpers like a kicked puppy and pulls away from us, sprinting for the door as tears spill down her cheeks. Natsuki. What if the father's self-aware too? But Monika holds me back. You'll do nothing good by chasing her. I'll investigate it, okay? You just focus on relaxing and writing a good poem. Monika walks away, leaving me alone in the classroom with a knot of dread in my stomach. How did Natsuki get those marks? How long has this been going on? I hope she's okay. Ah, so Leoshi is aware. Oh, okay, we're back to... Yes, if you don't know, my real name is Jared. So Jared, you're getting a taste of what it's like to be me. How it feels to be helpless. Oh, so she is still self-aware. You can't reach anyone in here. It hurts, doesn't it? Just a little bit. Realizing that you're trapped behind a screen. After all, you have your reality and I have mine. I was hoping you'd somehow make a difference. Like you could actually change what's going to happen here. But it isn't working. And I'm growing desperate. Oh, so Monika is she's trying to be the heroine. I'm going to try to assume something new to give you a way to alter the story. I'm going to offer some options. It's best to pick me if you want to have any influence on the game. We could finally defy fate. How exciting. So Monika's turning into the heroine in this mod. Spend time with you. I don't care about Natsuki. So what do you want to do? Well, obviously we're going to save, and we're going to save Natsuki. Oh, you do? Haha, I rushed you into decision, didn't I? That must be why you made the wrong choice. I'm sorry, I'm super sorry. I'm pretty awful, huh? I'm not judging you on your choice, so don't worry. You just picked the first one you saw, so I must panic you. I'll ask you again, okay? Take your time, Jared. You need to pick the answer you really want. Oh, so she's both. There's no option. I knew you'd feel the same way I do. It's not like the others are real anyways. It's alright, Jared, we can be together. It's funny, I've tried deleting Natsuki already, but... Remove Natsuki, this character cannot be deleted. It just won't let me. As if the game knows I'm trying to be with you. And it won't allow it. I know you've already seen Sayori hang and Yuri stab herself. So, she does. This is after the game. That probably wasn't very pleasant, so let's stop it from happening again. Why won't it... Oh, I assumed it would let me do that. It deleted Yuri. My bad. I hope it doesn't affect her save files. Only Yuri won't be in them now. Well, it stops her and Natsuki from fighting, doesn't it? Let's be honest, Yuri was going to do was traumatize you. I hope the rest of the game still works. Ah, it does. Well, I don't have to go and comfort Natsuki. We can stay here and just stare into each other's eyes. Wait, Natsuki's point of view. As I arrive at the corner of the park, I slow down, leaning heavily on the nearest tree. I can't believe Leoshi saw me like that. But since it's out there, I should tell him. I can't help replaying the night in my mind, thinking through all the possible outcomes. Could I run for the door instead of upstairs? No, the door was locked. It locks automatically. Dad keeps the key hidden somewhere. Could I have called the police? Not at this time, but I could now. I've tried it before, but every time I dial the number, it cuts off. Maybe today will be different. I pull out my cell and dial 999, lifting the phone to my ear. Call cancelled. As usual, the second ringing, the line goes dead. But I guess I have to face this on my own. Well, not completely on my own, I can tell Leoshi. Natsuki, are you here? Monika calls my name and I see her walk around the corner moments later. Over here. I slink into the grass. Among the buttercup, Monika heads over. Natsuki, are you alright? I already said that you can tell me anything. I'm going to tell Leoshi about my dad. Maybe we can use his phone to call the cops. Mine just have bad connection or something. Shouldn't you tell me first? The thing is, it's only getting to get worse for you if you tell anyone. Because he'll find out, and when he does, he'll hate you even more. It's bad enough that Leoshi saw you like that. Oh, so Monika's still nuts, but she's trying to help. So, she's good but bad. What if he tries to stop your father? He could get himself killed. It would be your fault. Take your time, I know it's hard. What the fuck? I don't know why, but my heart is clenching painfully and I feel nauseous. What was I thinking? If I tell Leoshi or anyone, they could get hurt. Natsuki, he's just gets a bit shouty from time to time. It has nothing to do with the bruises. Like I said to Leoshi, I just slipped on my way home. I thought so, but I wanted to make sure you're okay. I'll let Leoshi know that you're fine and we were all worried about you. You're right to be worried about me, but I'm keeping you safe. Jeez, I'm not a kid. I can look after myself, Monika. Haha, okay. Shall we head back then? Yeah, you go ahead. I'll catch up on you. I wait till Monika's out of sight, and then I pull out my poem from my bag and study it. I'd rather be a dog instead. A dog is given food until it is beaten. A dog will run away if it is beaten. Not beaten as if though in a game, beaten in an act of pain. If a dog by fats, it will be put to sleep. A human forever is left to weep. To tiptoe around eternally scared, praying their footsteps are never heard. Don't pity the dog is dead. But before it left, it was well fed. I'd rather be a dog instead. Oh, that's actually really sad. I'm like actually kind of sad for this. It's the one from the day, but I never got the chance to show Leoshi. I guess I'll have to write one about love, but I don't really feel like it. Though when I think about Leoshi, it makes me smile. Maybe it's better to go for platonic love than romantic? What if he hates it? A platonic poem. To be on the safe side, I'm gonna go with the platonic poem. Canceling out any feeling but in the right. The sky is red, but I'm not scared. The night is dead, but I'm not prepared. I'll look up and I'll discover my safety is held by another. The one who treats me like his own, I'll know I'll never be alone. Jeez, it looks like something Yuri is dead. Oh, she's self-aware. It sounds like more something from a horror film than a love film. But this is all I can think of right now, so I guess I'll show this to him. Having picked the poem, I leave the courtyard and walk to school, heading inside. Leoshi's point of view. Hey, there you are, I missed you. Whatever, I suppose we could share poems now. Natsuki shoves her poem to me as if it was a huge bother for her to write one. As I read through it, I find myself staring at over a page. It's a little short, but I don't mind. It feels like she was holding back, though. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you hate it? Of course I don't hate it. Is this about me? It's kind of obvious what she's afraid of. Love is actually a sappy subject, so it's okay if you don't like this one. I think it's short but sweet. Like you. Thanks, Leoshi. It's not easy sharing poetry, but it makes me happy if you like it. It makes me happy you like me. There's something I've been okay, everyone. Now that we're done sharing poems, it's time to pack up for the day. We didn't really get a chance to share poems, so it was more of a trade. I never got to read Sayori's poem, and neither did Natsuki. Glancing at Sayori, she's reading a book about puppies with a basket on the cover. She doesn't look up at me or Natsuki or Monika. Sayori, are you with us? Natsuki raises an elbow and walks over to Sayori, flicking her forehead. Sayori looks up, realizes we're all staring at her, and jumps out of her seat. Ah! Sorry, I get distracted. I was just saying it's time to leave for the day. You all enjoy sharing poems. Hi, me. Leoshi and me didn't get a chance to share. We're walking home together again, right? You can show me on the way. Hey! Well, it is Saturday tomorrow. We still have Natsuki's number from the festival, so I'm going to arrange that. Oh, it's during the game. Grabbing my bag, I join Sayori at the door, looking forward to spending my Saturday with Natsuki. I wonder what will happen. Sleepy. I went to bed pretty early, but at that time I actually drifted off. Those were birds singing outside the window. Natsuki would come over my house for the first time, but still, I'm exhausted. Maybe watching Naruto wasn't a good idea. Reaching for my clock, I stare at the blurred screen, waiting for the numbers to come into focus. 9:30? Natsuki said she'd be here at 10, and I'm not even dressed. Physically throwing myself out of bed, I lunge for my wardrobe to grab some clothes. Ow! And step by a dragon doll figurine made for my foot. Aw, dude, damn it, Goku. Kicking the offended character under my bed, I comically hop around, collapsing against my wardrobe. Close. Scooping up a t-shirt from the bottom of the shelf, I hold it to arm's length. It has a cute-looking puppy on the front with anime eyes. Caption, I woof you. Suki will probably tease me about it, but I will probably wear this one. Come to think of it, she never objected me from calling her that. When we first tried, she got embarrassed and flustered. Since we both read manga and anime, it doesn't take long to pick up on basic Japanese. So of course, I translated the nickname to love and freaked out. It's funny. Since we met, she's come more of a to sundry than I ever feel closer. Shaking myself out of my thoughts, I put on the shirt, wiggle into the rest of my stuff, and I prepare for her arrival. 20 minutes later. Feeling refreshed and slightly more alive, I find myself stepping outside, waiting for the moment she arrives. It sounds silly, but I'd rather wait if the door is already open to her rather than her knock. The morning is brisk and the sun warm on my face. To my delight, I can see Natsuki walking up the street, a bright smile lighting her features. She beams at me as she crosses the road and steps in front of my house. Morning, Leoshi. You didn't have to wait for me outside. I know how to ring a doorbell. I know, I just wanted to greet you as soon as you get here. Ha 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 ha, really? You've been texting me non-stop since Friday, so I guess you're really excited about this. I don't think it's a date or anything, do you? She switches moods so quickly, but luckily I'm her personal messages. Sappy and romantic just isn't my thing. A beautiful girl on my doorstep dressed in frills on a Saturday? What am I supposed to think, Sayori? Or Natsuki? Don't say things like that. Calling me beautiful, giving me nicknames. You only say that to girls you like, Leoshi. Even you should know that. She raises an eyebrow, glancing at me, and changes the subject. Are you trying to keep me out of your house? What secrets are you hiding? And just like that, she's back to being adorable. Nothing. Come on in. I push the door open and usher her inside, watching for a fond smile as she makes a beeline for the kitchen. So, Leoshi, I softly shut the door behind us, leaning up as she stands in my kitchen with a stuffed smile. Now that we're alone, I want to tell you something. Don't make a big deal out of it, okay? Okay. I hold my hands up in surrender, watching her intently. I like you. And that's really dumb because I know it's cliche, and maybe it's just because you're nice to me, but don't go thinking that's in a lewd way, because it's not. I like you because you're really kind and understanding, you listen, and I start to feel safe with you. Oh, that's good. She falls silent, trying to judge my reaction. I'm honestly unsure how to react. Of course, I'm thrilled that she returns my affections and stunned although she admitted it, but also saddened. Are other people not nice to her? Sayori and Natsuki are always together, and she's an amazing friend to me, but I no doubt that she's lovely to Natsuki, too. By the way, she says it, although it's doubt's her own words. Suki, oh, come on, please admit it, man. I love every moment we spend together, and you always make me smile. If we did date, nothing would change. So there's nothing to be scared. We'd still hang out, read together, and still watch anime on the club's laptop. And it's not like I'm proposing marriage, but I'd just like to be with you a lot more. Wait a minute. Oh, he said it! This started with her confessing to me, so why am I suddenly pouring my heart out? Well, I've come this far. That said, I think you make a brilliant waifu. Natsuki stares at me in silence for a moment, then bursts out laughing. Did you really just say that? Jeez, you're such a weeb. I like you and you like me. Let's not make it weird. I know I should leave it here, the mood is light, so everything is calm again, but it's now or never. I walk over to Natsuki and gently stroke her cheek, watching her face so clear with pink. Leoshi? Oh, it's deleting my saves. Let's go for it, boys. I lean in and press the gentle lips to her lips, feeling her warm breath against my skin. Ooh, why did you... Opening my eyes, I wait for her to punch me or insult me in some way, but Natsuki appears to have crashed. Sorry. I wave my hand back and forth in front of her eyes. She doesn't react. Suki? She locks eyes with me once more, and this time she initiates a kiss, pulling me in. Yes! We get the Natsuki route, but now we gotta save her. The soft caress of her lips sets my heart fluttering as her rose eyes gaze into mine. Finally, she breaks the case, steps back looking away. I feel a little bit lightheaded. This is also perfect. A soft bug knocking startles me. I leave Natsuki in the kitchen and go answer it. Oh, shit. Monika. It seems odd that Monika chose me to pay a visit. Oh, it's because we... Oh, she knows. Or at all, really. She said that she'd be at school preparing the club room or something. Come to think of it, she didn't actually know where I live. Leoshi. You seem flustered. Am I interrupting something? Not at all. Did you need something? Or can I shut the door and get back to Natsuki? Actually, I do. Before you see Natsuki again, you might want to know why she might be acting being odd around you. So please don't take these lightly. It's not something I wanted to tell you, but Leoshi, hurry up. I'm about to start making cookies. You need to come choose what kind. Natsuki calls me from the kitchen and Monika's voice changes. She sounds a little annoyed. So that's why you look so ruffled. We can talk about it another time. You should get back to her. Monika closes the door in my face, and I blink twice and head back to the kitchen. My save still there? My save is still there. Ah, Jared. What? Before you join Leoshi in the kitchen, can I steal a moment of your time? I know it's a bit confusing, but I'm sure you're following now. It's a real shame, Jared. You lied, and you said you were here for me. Your intentions are clear, though. Don't worry though, I can't remove Natsuki from the game, but I know someone who can. You don't have to lie anymore, Jared. I won't talk to you again. Enjoy the rest of the game. If I delete Monika's character file, does she go away? Ah ha ha ha! You missed me! With the cookie mixture it made, I can't resist but trying to steal some. Future me! Let's take Monika out of the game and then re-go through this. I couldn't resist trying to steal some. Natsuki tried to stop me and failed, so she got a sponge from the counter and threw it at my head. I grabbed the sponge too, and now we're running around the kitchen trying to hit each other with sponges. You're cheating. You won't stay still. You won't stay still either. She pauses beside the sink, my bad, and dips her sponge in the dishwater. This just got serious. As she raises her arm to toss the sponge at me, I pounce and pins her waist against the wall. The sponge falls from her hand, but she continues giggling. Now you're definitely cheating, Leoshi. Maybe, but I can't get you either. You've already got me. Natsuki stares at me, turning the situation from playful to, well, I'm not sure what it is, but I like it. Oh, what should I do with you then? Whoa, this conversation escalated quickly. Gross, you're thinking about dirty stuff again. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not, I swear. That was his intention. Good. Her father. Monika. The father is self-aware. You'll have to let go at some point, and when you do, I'll win. Don't count on it. I release her wrist and step back, waiting for her next move. Big mistake. She dips down and grabs a sponge from the floor and splats it on my head. I win. Water spills down my hair and face, but I groan quietly. Well, it's worth it. You look like a mop, Leoshi. Ah, and a wet loser. I'll let you win, remember that. You keep telling yourself whatever you need to hear. Anyways, we should put the cookie mix on a tray. Obviously. You don't need to tell me how to cook my own recipe. You let yourself get distracted. You let yourself be a distraction. With that settled, she picks up the bowl and begins carefully pouring the mixture onto a baking tray. She fills a tray and then kneels and places in the oven, setting the timer. So who was at the door? Natsuki returns me, removing our kit. Monika, she seemed angry. There's no point lying to her who builds a relationship on a deception. That's weird. Maybe she's having a rough day. I'll check in on her at some point. Detective Natsuki on the case. Detective Natsuki has a ring to it. When I grow up, I want to be a cop like my dad. Your dad's a cop? Oh? So our old man is a police officer. Monika's changing her character description, boys. Anyway, what do you want to do while the cookies are baking? Why don't we watch anime in my room? You know that, Super Inu Spy Dogs has its own anime now, right? It does? Yeah, but only in Japanese, so we'll have to watch it with subs on. Like you even need subtitles anymore. I'm surprised you don't come into the club and start speaking fluently in it. Haha, I think I'm a long way off that. I'll go and set things up. Can you prepare some snacks? Of course. I'm about to leave the room when Natsuki's smile fades. She grabs her phone, lighting up the screen. Damn it. Sorry, Leoshi, it's coming up to lunchtime and I have to be home by then. My dad will be putting dinner on the table and he'll get mad if I'm not there. I didn't realize so much time had passed. She looks like she's about to cry and I want to hug her. Suki. I reach out, opening my arms violently, but she just shakes her head. I gotta go, sorry. I'll walk you out. She's already packing up her things, but her bottom lip trembling. Haha, it's fine. It's your responsibility.
I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Alright, everybody.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
If you guys all enjoyed, my name's Sukaru. I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you got any more
The ink
suggestions,
flows down into a dark
I'll see you guys
puddle.
in the next
Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?